night, huh?
I was gonna say, what'd you do last night?
I went out with Jamie O'Brien. Did his podcast, and we just kind of kicked it till pretty late, and really enjoyed our last day in North Shore. Man, it was beautiful.
You were here actually 3 years ago, and now you're hotter than ever. But 3 years ago, I remember you had
Wow, just flirting right out the gate, huh, Sam? Jeez, let the man get settled before we just dive into his DMs.
No, I remember we were here 3 years ago. You had like a cast on your hand, and you were talking
Yeah.
about you love Hawaii food because you enjoy some ramen. You like some pho, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so what's your go-to ramen? I'm just kind of
Were we in the same room last time?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I
same
think I
room.
remember this setup. Yeah, wow. There's less people, but it was lit. Go to ramen, tonkatsu, spicy.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
nice.
man. Open up the sinuses a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Since we've been here, we've been eating a lot of seafood. I kind of came up on the seafood lately. Didn't like it for most of my life, and then I was like, man, can't be a rapper and not eat shrimp, So I taught myself, and now I've been eating a lot.
I know.
that's
Last time
good
you were
stuff.
talking about going to a luau. Did you actually end up going to a luau?
Nope, I don't think I did.
No?
I don't think I did this time either. I keep myself too busy. We shot a music video for 2 days here this time. Went surfing yesterday, and man, yeah, I haven't had any downtime. But I like it like that. And the video, when y'all see this video, it's gonna be sick.
Can you tell all the listeners about your video?
Give you a little, general idea. We Baby No Money flew out here. We just finished an album together, and it's one of the best songs on the project. It's kind of like a surf rock song, so it made sense. We did a concept kind of like a like a Castaway deal. And we shot at Kualoa Ranch and at some spots around Turtle Bay, and like Jamie kind of hooked us up with some local good spots and good people. This one looks sick.
So do you have people from Hawaii in the music video?
Just a couple. Like I think Jamie's in there as like a little pop up, and then it's mostly me and Baby No Money trying to survive. And we shot all day, no shoes on, soaking
Yes.
wet. It was like I felt like a movie shoot, man. It was crazy.
So Young Gravy might be moving to Hawaii. Is that what you're saying?
I dig it. I was actually just saying this last night. It's one of my homegirls. Like, this place is, the people here, I feel like on average are so nice compared to most places. Like, I always thought the Midwest was the best people, but Hawaii kind of, gives us some competition.
Hawaii,
You heard
come
that?
on.
You
Yes,
heard it
come
right
on.
Yeah, man. And I was talking to Jamie a lot about like just the culture and like kind of the surfing and stuff. And I got up surfing yesterday, so I kind of feel like part of the culture now.
Yeah.
Shredded some waves,
Nice.
How big were the waves?
about 2 feet maybe,
Oh, okay.
maybe 4. I don't know. Yeah.
So are you going to do anything in your downtime this time? If you have downtime.
We just did it. It's all gone.
That was it. That was your
yeah.
downtime. It's just it's pretty
Yeah.
much the show, and that's it.
Yeah. We leave tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
After the show maybe.
I'm so glad to meet you because a lot of people know here that my rap name is Not So Young Gravy.
Yeah.
And so I'm so glad. I feel like we might be related. Like,
Oh, man.
how
I
did
see the resemblance. Yeah, totally.
How did
I
you
see
come
it.
up with this amazing name?
The name kind of came before I was actually making music. I mean, I would freestyle with my friends and stuff, and I said Gravy in a bar, but then like a spitting in bar, like I was rapping, and I said something about like come through smooth. You can call me Gravy, and then people would call me Gravy like in college and the summer camp I worked at, and then when I wanted to be a rapper, I was like, man, I'm just gonna stick with.
But why the Chinese spelling of young?
Well, actually, I thought at one point about even doing it with a J, like Carl Jung, and then I was like, oh, it's a little bit too crazy. So I'm Swiss.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I went with Young because it's different. Some of the rappers that I look up to spelled it that way, Young Lean.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, that was actually a long debate in my mind was whether I dropped the O or not. It was a hard decision.
Right.
But I did.
Has anybody ever mistaken you for YG?
For YG. We met his stylist yesterday. I guess he must have just been here recently.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
did a
Was,
show.
yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's why people might have had the confusion.
Yeah.
Same initials, that's why.
A lot of people who aren't super up on rap and know that he's around will address me as YG, and then I'm like, I don't really want to take that name from him. He's kind of
Actually, Young Gravy, your name was I read it was taken by someone else early on, and then you actually had to have some sort of discussion with him on
You
getting.
did do your research.
I did a little research.
I'm so proud. Sorry, go ahead. Go
For
ahead.
people that I thought it was kind of cool, interesting what you settled on and how that whole thing happened. Could you explain to the listeners?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was a discussion really. It was more like he tried to sue me, kind of, and
Oh.
he trademarked it first. It was just another guy who used the name Young Gravy around the same time as me, but didn't have any listens. And I don't know. I just didn't think about trademarking it right away because I didn't think this would happen.
Right.
This dude came and got these like really fancy lures. He basically realized that his career wasn't going to take off, and this was like a good opportunity. So I had to go through this whole long process of like a deposition, like swear under oath, and like explain like the first date that I used the song, and we're pulling all these like old texts.
Yeah.
I like bring my friends in as witnesses and stuff. And then in the end, I had to pay him a lot of money, $150K to keep the name.
For the name.
Wow.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I would have switched to like Daddy Gravy, I think, but
Daddy Gravy.
I don't want to go back and have to change like everything
Yeah.
from the catalog.
I just
so.
gave up. My email's Hawaiian Ryan 777. I don't care. I don't care. That's just too much money.
Trademark that, man.
Well, speaking of Daddy Gravy, you very infamously love moms. And
Yes.
since you've been here, this is your second time being here?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the moms that you've been seeing here in Hawaii? Local moms. Shout out local moms in the house.
Shout out to local moms. Y'all definitely got them. I met a few.
What's your ideal age to date?
I don't know.
Speaking of
Just
moms.
a little bit older than me. I'm not super loyal to the moms. Sad to say it, but maybe a little bit older than me. A little
Okay.
experience.
Okay.
But kind of can relate to me about things. Maybe like a nice 32.
Nothing
35.
wrong with a little experience. A nice 32, Ryan.
Yeah, they call you the opposite Leonardo DiCaprio. I love it.
Yeah, I've heard that.
you know
heard
what I
that.
mean? I get it. Yeah.
So
Heard
tonight
that.
the Republic is going down. So what can all your fans expect out of tonight's show that they didn't have last time?
Good question. Sold out this time. I don't think it was. I think it was not quite last time. So a bit more lit. A lot of my shows are like super cult fans come and
Right.
they'll have all the vinyls and know all the words. So that's dope. If you know my lyrics, you can sing along with everybody else. And I'm trying to think. Last time we kind of had some antics like pre-COVID, like throwing out I would take a rotisserie chicken and hand out pieces of it to people. And
What?
we'd feed people cereal and milk and shit. But we had to cut a little bit of that back with COVID, and because I realized it was kind of gross. And my fans got a little older and not really down to get covered in milk, so we still do some antics like that, man, like giving out stuff and turning up. But
What do you
No,
get
greasy
called?
chicken.
What do you get called more, Manny Pacquiao or Jerry Stackhouse?
man, I have so many bars out there where I'm like, you could call me ...
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's kind of like my go-to if I
Right.
need to think of a line. I haven't been called Manny Pacquiao, not yet, man.
Well, you're in Hawaii. A lot of shorters.
Lot of Filipinos.
Right here. Yes.
Philippines, man.
Are you
Shout out to Philippines.
still gonna collect the bras on stage and donate them?
Yeah, we
That's
did that. We were
amazing.
doing that in Australia.
That's beautiful,
And
man.
New Zealand. Thank you.
That was
For those who
beautiful.
don't know, can you kind of open up a little bit about what that's all about?
Yeah, so on the tour I did in the winter, we were girls would just throw their bras up on stage like at any music show, I guess. But I started hanging them up on the video wall, and then it kind of became like a thing where we would do a contest, not a contest, but just kind of see what cities would turn out the hardest. And then I decided to try to turn it into something. So we would collect all of them and get them ready for donation. And then I actually said, I'm going to donate money myself to breast cancer awareness for every bra that gets thrown up. And then when I posted that online, it just got way crazier. And I also asked people to how much they thought a bra was worth, and it was more than I had intended. But it was all good. It was cool. We got 2,000 bras throughout that tour.
Whoa.
And people said they were worth about $50 a pop. So
Free the nip, man. Free the nip. Let's go.
so I donated quite a bit of money. But it felt really good.
Any granny panties thrown up there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
You know what's interesting
I'd
was
figure.
It's a little tougher to donate though.
interesting, yeah.
Takes longer to land on the stage, too.
With the donations, a lot of girls would write like their phone numbers on it and stuff like that, and then they can't donate them. I was like, I had to like kind of imply like, yo, I'm not gonna call you. Like, I can't go through all of these. So yeah, there was definitely a few that kind of got. I think they'd try to like wipe it out, and if they couldn't, some of those had to just go. But yeah, so I donated a lot of money on that tour, and then it continued in Australia and New Zealand. So we donated some there, and I'm sure that Hawaiians will do the same.
Definitely.
Well, let's. How many people have questions for Young Gravy? We got your fans here, so we want them to ask you some questions. Maybe you can answer the questions, Young Gravy. All right, who's got a question? Raise your hand. Oh, there's okay.
Oh, Hawaii, you're so shy. Come on now.
She's a mom.
Check, check.
Right
Pizza,
there.
bro.
Oh,
Pizza.
first
Oh,
one.
hey,
First
first
one's a
one is a mom.
Who would have guessed?
Oh hell yeah.
If I read right, your birthday's coming up soon. Do you have any plans?
Yeah, my birthday is coming up soon. It's in like 2.5 weeks, I think.
Pisces
nice.
King.
March 19th. I had the day off, which is kind of nice. I think we're actually shooting a music video right before that because my schedule just worked out that way. But I just moved into a new house in LA, so I might have like a housewarming birthday party collab. Pull up. Come through.
That's a straight up invitation. Pull up.
Yes. We had to translate. Nice.
What's your go-to drink at the birthday party? Like, what are you gonna drink on your birthday?
Be honest, man. I usually just whiskey, just
Whiskey.
straight up,
Yes.
just plain. I'm like I get to the point
Yeah.
if I'm drinking.
Get to
Yeah.
the point. I like that.
From the Midwest, man, we just kind of
You don't take a damn thing slow. I understand.
yeah, exactly.
I'm with
Yeah,
you.
You said it, man.
Yeah.
You get it.
So you know your song "Betty Get Money." I mean, I love the original Rick Astley. 30 years later, here it is. It's a huge hit. How did that even come about? Let me use a little bit of Rick Astley sample. Throw it in the song because you did a great job on that.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I always wanted to sample that, and I wasn't sure if we were gonna be able to clear it or not, but we ended up working it out, and it was just fun, man. It came out better than I expected, and it blew up a lot bigger than I expected too.
It's
So.
been very popular on TikTok, right? And as an artist, and I've asked other artists this question before, do you think that in your music making process, it goes through your head where you're like, I gotta think about TikTok and how this song will perform, or is it just like I'm making what I want to make?
I've tried that. I think every artist at one point tried that, and I was like, I don't really go on TikTok enough to really get what it is, and it doesn't seem like there's a formula. I noticed a lot of people started doing like beat drops and all this type of stuff that I do. It was like my thing, and then like my songs popped off on TikTok, and people started copying where they dropped the beat out a lot and like do monologues. So I just keep doing my thing. Betty, I didn't think that one was gonna pop off that hard, but it did. It's cool. And then it actually got on the radio too because it was my first clean song of all time. First ever not explicit song.
Right,
It doesn't have the E next to it. Because
Yeah, blowing your back out is from working out. Is what
That
I
was-
thought.
that
That's
was
what
the
I was.
thing.
That's the interpretation I took.
so that was the thing that I wrote the whole song with a little bit different lyrics, and then to clear it, I had to. It was these older folks that had written it that wanted me to change some things, and I snuck in some slang that kind of got passed, but there aren't really swear words besides "damn."
Did you have a question, sir?
Oh,
I
Either
missed
one.
out the last time you came through, but I'm just glad to see you come back.
Hell yeah, heck yeah,
I just want to say thank you
yeah,
for
man.
coming.
Yeah, Filipino king right here, man. Yeah, no, it's gonna be lit tonight, man.
Let's go to the second row. We have another question over there.
What's the craziest fan interaction you've had?
That's a good question. We've had people like propose to each other in front of us, like at the meet and greets, which is pretty crazy. Probably like 4 times now. Just watching someone
take a
get
hint,
down.
guys. Anybody
Yeah,
here?
yeah,
wanna
yeah.
do
We got a meet and greet
that?
tonight if anyone's feeling it. So that's cool. What else? I had a girl jump over the table at a meet and greet and try to kind of grab me down there.
oh my God.
Becky, you're the last stand-up defense.
And it
You
was
I
the
got
one-
you, man. I got
gotta
It
get
was-
past Becky if you're gonna try to do that here.
It was the one day that my tour manager wasn't there, who was like kind of security too. So it wasn't a big deal, but well, I mean, she got out of there. She left. Yeah.
You got to worry about those kind of things as a artist, right? I know Chris Brown had like someone hiding in his hotel room closet. Like, you have any?
That's weird.
That's-
I've
is that
never heard
weird?
that. That's crazy.
Yeah, like he went into his room and there was a fan hiding out in the closet of the hotel room.
What's your thought process when you're the fan doing that? Like, oh, I'm just gonna go hide, and he's gonna be happy when I surprise him.
Yeah. I mean, what would you do? What would you do in that situation?
We'll leave. walk right out of the room and call. I don't know, call the
Nothing
desk.
wrong with coming out of the closet, but not in that way. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Now you were talking about how you like to date slightly older. We all kind of know that, but your Google says you're 6'7". Is that right? Mm-hmm. So like, what do you have like height preferences when you date as well?
I don't really discriminate. I've been with taller women.
What?
No, not taller than me. No, sorry.
I was about to say.
That would be
I'm like,
that would be
whoa.
impressive. I mean, just
You
taller.
dated BG when she was in Russia? Okay, no, sorry.
No, I don't even know how
Yeah.
many there are out there that are taller than me. But,
Exactly.
no, taller on the spectrum of
Right.
height. Yeah. But also, I think I end up dating like actual girlfriends I've had were really short.
Like, what's the shortest?
4'10".
4'10".
Yeah, that's a big
Wow.
difference. Yeah.
Wow, Shaq says, "Hold my beer."
Sounds like fun, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I was
Cool.
watching one of your interviews where you said that you were actually some girl's hall pass. Like,
Yeah, that happens sometimes. People are weird with the internet.
this has happened more than once?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
That one was weird because he was there and it was like in person and he was like trying to make it happen.
He's like, "Thumbs up." Wow, that's wild.
Usually it'll be like just a DM, or that's why I think people have a little more confidence over DMs. But this was like in person, and she like came up and said it, and then he was like, "Yeah, straight up, you're the hall pass, bro." Hall pass is, you guys know what that means? Yeah, everyone knows what that means.
Yeah, it's for the young people in here. It's like, it's if you're in a relationship, there's one person that you would step out of the relationship for, and that was you. So my question is, if you were in a relationship, who would be your hall pass?
Great question.
Well, for me, it's definitely on my end. Sofia Vergara is
Wow.
definitely like my
Good
queen,
choice.
number one. If I was gonna let somebody else, like my girl, get with somebody, I have to be a little strategic with that. I can't let them get with someone. I can't be an athlete. Maybe Drake. I feel like that's probably what most girls want.
He would be so mad that you didn't call him an athlete right now.
Yeah.
That's his sole fantasy. To be
And I
an
know
athlete.
I know his stroke game's got to be like kind of soft and gentle.
Weed and white wine. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think let them have a romantic night.
Any
Move
more
on.
questions from the audience?
Oh,
Right
we
here.
got one in here.
Hello, I was wondering why did the internet start saying that you love the moms? Like, where did that originate?
Where did the MILF thing originate? I think I mentioned it first. I think I brought it upon myself in my lyrics, and in some interviews and stuff. And it's not false. It's the truth. But they really ran with it on TikTok and whatnot, and people would just offer their moms up and like pitch them to me with videos or like just a picture and a phone number. It got pretty out of hand.
Are they more married moms or single moms?
Usually single moms, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's legit. People are like, yo, I would love you as a stepdad. It'd be so sick. There's people coming in like genuine with it. I'm like, that's kind of cute, I guess.
Your DMs must be packed. How many DMs do you get a day, being a famous rapper like yourself? I mean, do you even get a chance to check them? I mean, you must have like
Sometimes
thousands.
if I'm bored, I'll scroll. I don't know, probably like, I'd say it's not every minute, but there's probably like if you go to like the hidden request, I don't know why on Instagram like it hides 80% of the people. It's probably like every two or 3 minutes something will come in.
Wow.
It could be anything from just I love your music to like here's my mom's number and location to trying to pitch me beats or whatever. It's a lot.
Have you had any famous moms hit you up?
Famous moms hit me up. There are a few in the adult industry that I've associated with. Lisa Ann, shout out to her.
I don't know who you're talking about. Go on.
And Brandy Love.
Keep going because I won't know any of these names. But go on. You can try.
And Cherie DeVille.
What? Who are these people?
Besides that, I mean, there was
You were on a date with Martha Stewart, right?
Martha Stewart. Yes, she's not a mom, but she is a cougar, I suppose.
Yeah.
And she's 80. She looks pretty young.
She
for
looks
80.
great. Yeah.
She's really good. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
80 years old, still considered cougar. 80.
Anybody who's
What's
older,
the
I
next
guess.
step?
I don't know, because like MILF, cougar, 80 years old is cougar. I guess so.
Yeah.
Sure. So you went to
Silk Panther or something.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Nice.
So Martha Stewart, did you go to her house? Did you guys?
Yeah, no, we didn't hook up, but I went to her house and stuff. She's really cool.
Was Snoop there at the time?
No, I was not there, unfortunately. Yeah.
So you went to Martha's house. What did you guys do? No hookups?
We watched the Kentucky Derby. I brought the homies. It was a good time.
Oh,
She made us
okay,
like mint juleps and guacamole. She's really good at cooking, as you probably could guess. She made us a bunch of food, and we watched the Kentucky Derby. It was a good
Now,
time.
how'd you hook up with Mr. Beast?
Mr. Beast, I don't remember what that. I think he randomly hit me up and he was like, "Man, I'm interested in the music industry." And he just called me. I didn't really know that much about him, but I knew he was just huge. And then we just talked on the phone for like 3 hours about life and business and stuff. And he was a really cool, down to earth guy. So then like the next day, he was shooting something in Vegas, and he was like, "I'll fly you out private. Just cancel your plans." So obviously, I had to cancel my plans. Wow. And they did this video where they were trying all these really fancy suites at the Wynn in Vegas. So it was like the one I stayed in and had a basketball court in it and like 3 levels. It was like $100K or something a night, maybe more than that.
That's crazy.
Now, obviously, you play basketball, right? That's
No,
impossible to not play basketball at 6'7".
I hadn't in a long time, and I did, and I'm not good. Don't get me on the court on camera, but I did pretty good that day. I was very impressed. I was paired up with another slightly tall man, but that was a good time. And if you don't know Mr. Beast, he goes on YouTube and he'll like spend crazy amounts of money on things and give out people money. We were like the whole like 2 days I was there, like he's like, "All right, now we're gonna go do this," and we walked from the hotel with like boxes of money and like asking people questions. And it's like, if you win, you get this 10 grand, and like they had a system where like if the person got it wrong, they would still give them some money, and it was just like they're just blowing through it. They did a 100K roulette roll, got lost, didn't make the video. It was kind of sad, but
Wow.
yeah, man, it works for him. He's a genius.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, recently Billboard came out with their greatest rappers of all time list. I think Jay-Z was number one.
He was.
So, Young Gravy, who's number one on your greatest rappers list? I'm just curious.
I remember going through that list, and we were all in the car, me and the crew that I brought here, and we were like just guessing who was going to be next, and it was, yeah, man, that was an interesting.
What do you think
I
of their,
didn't
what do
fully
you think of
agree.
their top 10?
The top 10 was interesting to me. That it was missing some people that I would expect, and personal opinion, I didn't think Kendrick Lamar should have been top 5. And I like Jay-Z. For me, my top would probably be I mean, just in general, kind of probably Biggie. I think Biggie should have been higher, and I like that they put him and Pac way up there, but Young Thug is a personal favorite, and he didn't even make the top 50. Yeah, he didn't make the top 50, and 3 6 Mafia weren't on there. So after I witnessed that, like my 2 favorite artists were not even
kinda
on the list,
disconnected.
I was like,
And then
all right.
obviously Little Dicky, right? Like where was come on, man.
I do like Lil Dicky. I do like Lil
Right,
Dicky.
yeah, me too.
He's tight.
Let's
He's
go.
Yeah. I thought overall, if they would have included groups, I think that would have made more sense. They didn't have Wu-Tang. I mean, they had like individuals off of those groups, but
Yeah.
they could have made it better. But it was cool to see.
Any collaborations? You'd like to collaborate with anybody coming up?
Dude, super random. I met Shania Twain at the
You just can't stop meeting moms. There's just always
Dude,
moms.
it's a magnet. You're a mom magnet.
at the Grammy party, and we just kind of hit it off. And she wants to like get in the studio straight up. I think she just heard a couple songs and was like, "Yo, I guess I'm with it." I honestly, I mean, I knew like a song or two. I feel bad I didn't know that much. I didn't realize how gigantic she was until like I got her number, and then everyone's like, "Bro, did you just get Shania Twain's number?" And I was like, "Oh." So some Gravy Twain. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's how she said the first. I was like, "You mean like Gravy Twain?" I'm like, "All right." Hey,
I like that.
It's kind of slick.
Gravy Twain.
Yeah.
Anybody else got any questions in the audience for Young Gravy? Let's go to roll number 2. Oh, let's go to roll.
What is your favorite song that
Favorite song that I made might be Gravy Train, just the song Gravy Train, because I sampled like one of my favorite songs on that, which is Maxine Nightingale, and then I think that was actually out already when last time I came, or maybe it came out around the last time I was here, but yeah, it came out good. It's amazing live, and I'm glad that the original, the woman who created the song loves it too, which is a good feeling. 'Cause a lot of times I gotta like argue with them and change things, So it feels good that she likes it. Gravy Train.
Gravy Train. Roll number 2. Somebody had a question over there?
When you started getting into music, like, were you like just doing it for fun? Did you think you were gonna go big with it?
I was planning to go big. I didn't think I'd get nearly this big, but I wanted to. Like, I definitely went into it with the goal of like, making some type of money or a career out of it. 'Cause I didn't want to like post that stuff. I mean, I kept it low key because I was kind of embarrassed, honestly. I didn't want to like have people. I had a job that I didn't want to lose because my lyrics were crazy, and I just didn't want to like put out music and then not succeed. So I was like secretive about it for a long time. Didn't show my face, but the whole time I was like working pretty hard. Yeah, so I definitely wasn't. I mean, it was fun, but yeah, I had plans.
How long did it take for you to like go off?
Long time. I want to say like the slow grind on SoundCloud that I started with was like probably a year and a half before I was getting like I think it was like at least a year before any of my songs had 100,000 plays.
Wow.
And I remember something like a year and a half after I started rapping, I dropped a song and it got 3,000 views in the first day, and that was the best that I'd gotten before, and that was crazy. And now I look at like some of these artists that are dropping songs and they'll get 1 million a day. I got that once.
Well, now, how were you producing everything back then? Was it just you on a laptop? Was it you and a couple friends? Like, how did that work?
It was a lot more simple, a lot less. You know, I just didn't really know how to make music. I went in with like the business side of things, and I knew how to rap, but I didn't know anything else on like the production side. So it was a lot less hands-on, and honestly like faster because I was just rapping on it and finishing it and dropping it. But I've gotten a lot better at everything else. And actually can like I probably couldn't produce a song from scratch, but like I'm in the studio with the producer from scratch.
Right.
So I got better at making music. I just kind of finally learned after like 5 years. Yeah. So yeah, it takes a long time. It's a very long time. But then I dropped a Mr. Clean video, revealed my face, and that kind of blew up. So I think sometimes it's just one thing that has to happen to like really pop you off.
Any other questions, guys? Anybody else in the crowd has a question for Young Gravy?
What up, bro? Hey, what's the process, or how do you come up with the names for your songs?
The names for my songs, it's usually the last thing, honestly. I think I'll finish a song first. Unless it's like super obvious, like if I'm just repeating the word or something. I like picking. Well, I have a lot of songs that I just pick like a mom name. I got like 8 or 9 of those, as you can like Betty, as you can tell. I don't say that word in the song at all. I like to I'll find a word in the song that stands out that isn't a song yet, I guess, you know, or I'll just name it after a mom. If I don't have like a word in the song, because I mean, like I'm trying to think about like my biggest songs out there. You got "Welcome to Chili's," "Whip a Tesla," Mr. Clean, "Shining on My." It's all names that there's no other song with that title out, which I think is helpful for marketing. One Thought, Two Thought, Red Thought, Blue Thought. No one has even a song with that many words in it, you know. So getting creative with it is cool.
Did you take that from Dr. Seuss?
Yeah, absolutely. You know it. And I kind of like to mess with like. I started doing this thing where like I'll take some of my favorite songs on the album and I'll make them all lowercase with the exclamation point as kind of like a cue to the real fans, like, oh, this is like one of the ones. So keep an eye out for that. All my projects.
Do you use shampoo and conditioner in one, or separate, or separate hair?
I
hair products?
learned my hair's a lot longer now than it was last time I came. I've grown it out. I learned that you just got to leave the conditioner in for a long time, man. That's the key. I was like looking for the right product, and I was like trying to bring it on the road and get it taken at the airport. And then I realized that if you just let that sit in there for your whole shower, like I'll shampoo real quick, put the conditioner in, and then I'm just chilling for a while and body wash and, you know, doing stretching, meditating, whatever it is. I'm not in there for maybe 10 minutes, but, you know, you gotta leave it in there.
You taking notes, Kailua?
Let it marinate.
Taking notes? I see what you're trying to do. I asked that question for you. You're welcome.
Yeah, let it marinate, man.
Anybody else got any questions in the audience for Young Gravy? We got a question in the back.
With the
Dilf.
baby, with the baby.
Got Dilf.
Oh, Young Baby. Young Baby, this is Young Gravy.
As somebody from Minnesota, what are your plans for the Vikings to win next year?
Oh.
And do you play fantasy?
You know, I don't play fantasy because I don't know enough. Well, I'm learning more now. You know, with all of sports, I ended up getting into them when like a team will start showing me love, and I'm like, then I actually get into it. Like the Tampa Bay Lightning in particular, like started playing my music, and that became a whole thing. And I would go to their games and perform. And then when I finally performed at a Vikings game, I was like, wow, like this is cool. Like all the actual sports games I've been to, like I performed at. I never really had been to any professional sports games before that, which is an interesting feeling. So I kind of got the best experience of like literally performing for everybody and then getting a suite and stuff. So I'm a little bit biased, but Vikings, I was pretty hyped when they were doing well because my whole life they kind of been an ass. But I mean, the Packers, man. I went to Wisconsin for a little bit, so I was into the Pack. I had a secret little phase of that, but yeah, Vikings next year. Let's get it. I believe in them.
All right, cool. Nice. Well, Young Gravy, we appreciate you taking the time to talk story for 93.9 The Beats Eating Greek.
It's a good time.
Yeah, good time, man.
Good time. I didn't know what I was getting into. This is dope, though.
So what's your plans for the rest of the day? I know the concert tonight at the Republic. From now to then, what are you going to be doing?
I think we're doing another interview or two, and then I'm meeting with a Notary Public to sign off in my house.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Spot, yeah.
There you go, brother.
Slight flex. Yeah, it'll be cool, man.
Well, we're going to have
hang out.
Young Gravy hang out. If you guys want to take photos with Young Gravy, he's going to be chilling for a few more minutes. But, man, thanks. You appreciate it, brother. We'll see you tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Young Gravy, everybody.
Oh,
Bye.